Good morning. We have made it to Saturday, and in the spirit of Saturday, which is always a little more lighthearted and relaxed, I decided to use the Rebel deck. And as always, I will give the disclaimer that the Rebel deck does have profanity. So let's see what our coaching topic is for today. Whoa, you are giving away your power. You are a badass. Act like it. So this brings me to boundaries immediately. And a lot of times, people look at a situation as if someone is taking their power, and no one can ever take your power. You have to give it away. And we give it away by not setting healthy boundaries. The problem for most of us is that no one taught us how to set healthy boundaries. And as children, we were programmed to not have boundaries. And then if you were part of organized religion that involved giving and really the martyr concept was sacred in that religion, that also adds to that subconscious programming about, not having boundaries. That you're supposed to give of your time, your resources, your love, your everything, just give. And the problem is we in this lifetime have to recognize that we have a certain amount of resources available to us at any given moment. And being aware of that and honoring ourselves by not giving more than we have to give. And even your time, your energy, energetically, we only have so much energy each day until we sleep again and recharge our battery that we can expend before we're depleted. So if you've already got a full schedule and someone wants to add something else to it, a lot of times we've been conditioned to people please, for acceptance, to fit in, to be loved. We feel that we have to earn these things. And the reality of it is, you don't owe anyone anything. If it's a job, you've made an agreement to work a certain number of hours or produce a certain amount of work for a certain amount of pay. And anything above and beyond should be optional. And this is something that a lot of employers seem to have forgotten, because I know that I've gone round and round with several employers about, look, I agreed to work 7 to 4. It is now after 4, so don't be giving me a rash of garbage because I'm leaving. You know, that was the agreement. I work 7 to 4, you pay me X amount of dollars. At 4 o'clock, I leave and you stop paying me. So, your expectation that I'm going to drop my life for your company is outside of my personal acceptance. That's unacceptable to me because we established the boundaries of this relationship at the beginning. And yet, we've been programmed to believe that, if we don't do everything our employer asks, they'll fire us. Well, they can't. There's legal protections against that because you had this agreement in place. And so it's that manipulation that comes into play in those situations where someone is like dangling a carrot or holding something over you to get you to do what they want. And that's toxic. So when I say you're giving away your power in that work scenario, you don't have to crumble under their implied pressure to perform what they want you to do because you're protected. You know, in your personal life, it's like, look, I have this many hours of the day in the evening that I get to spend at my home with my family relaxing. And if somebody calls you and wants you to go run an errand for them or do something else, like, I'm sorry, but you'll have to give me advance notice if you'd like me to do something like that for you. I can't just drop what I'm doing and go take care of your things because I have my own things. And it's staking that space around your time, your energy, your resources, money. You know, I went and earned my money for me and to support my family and our needs. Now, anything that you have in overflow beyond what you need, beyond what you've reserved for yourself, and I mean beyond like your savings and investments and things that you're working on that you can give away, that's fine. But you never take something out of your cup that you need and give it away, whether it be for the job, for the friend who needs errands run, for the buddy that wants to borrow money. You know, protect what is yours. Everything in the cup is what you need for you to be healthy, stable, and well. Anything overflowing can be shared. I'm not talking about being stingy and not wanting to help anyone. Help yourself first. And we hear it so often and it doesn't sink in that put the oxygen mask on you first. If you deplete yourself in any way that shakes your stability, you're not helpful to other people. If you fill your cup and you make sure that you are financially stable, emotionally stable, physically stable, your well-being is well cared for. You have everything that you need in that cup. You're now a much better assistant to anyone who needs you because you're in a good place. When you take from your cup and leave yourself unbalanced or unstable in any area of your life because you've given away what you didn't have to give, you're no longer helpful to other people. So by being firm in your boundaries, putting yourself first, you're not only doing yourself a favor, but you're doing those around you a favor because nobody likes a hot mess. You can't rely on someone who is unstable. So if people try to manipulate you, dangle the carrot, twist you into doing something that you know you don't have the extra to give at that time, you don't owe anyone anything. Hold your boundaries because the more you protect yourself, put yourself first, it heals the times in your past when that didn't happen, before you knew better, or before you were able to do it for yourself, and those that were responsible for protecting you didn't. Well, now, as you protect yourself and your boundaries and those things that are important to you, and you keep your stability, you help to heal those wounds from the past. And you trust in yourself that you aren't going to have to go through that again. You aren't going to be put in a position where you're depleted for someone else's gain because you have the ability to protect yourself by not giving away your power and maintaining those healthy boundaries. So, boundaries is a big one for me. I hope this helps. I will talk to you soon. Love and light.